Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now.
Yo. Another one, a hidden hand truth talk moment, man. What's up, man? What's up, man?
The great in the building.
Judah Woke Ace, Mark from 7 Mile. What's the word?
What's the word, family?
What's going on, man? Another week, man. Another episode,
Man.
At it again, fellas.
Man. So what we got new, man? Mezzo, what you what's been going down in here? First off, man, what's
Not much, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Just fresh off, a good holiday, good weekend, you know what I'm saying? The party, you know what I'm saying? Still just recovering from that. Other than that, man, just, watching the games, the sports, you know what I'm saying? My boy Durant, he got hurt.
Yeah.
Not Durant, excuse me.
No,
Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie, high ankle sprain.
Yeah, Durant, he went sick. 49 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists. Pulled it off, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Big players step up in the clutch. So, you know what I'm saying? I lost a couple $2 on the game because I was going against him. But, you can't go against the greats, man. Like I say, I'll never bet against Durant. Like I'll never bet against Brady, Tom Brady, So, other than that, man, I just been caught up in the games and shit, But other than that, man, we got another hot show.
Right, man. We got a lot of shit. It seems like every week, man, more and more shit is opening up. More and more doors is opening.
More lies.
More lies is being exposed. And it's just like a lot of people is being awakened. So it's, to me, shit, when a lot of people is being awakened, it could be a good thing and a bad thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing in a way that the people is finally getting the information that they need to get.
It might be too late. You don't want to,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, with anything, you got to try it out first. Just don't be the first one, just the running line. Just let everything play out. Just like when the Xbox came out, the PS5, people shit blowing up on them, you know what I'm saying? They glitches in the game. Your shit ain't loading right. You got to
You don't want to be a beta tester.
Yeah,
right.
Like when the flat screens came out.
Yeah, it was too much radiation.
Give it some time to,
pan out,
get the research, see what the side effects gonna be.
Right. He said they gift wrapped a chip for Brooklyn. Wow, what's that? Oh, man, what up, though? That's Martin. Yeah, so well, let's get into some of these stories because shit, we got a lot to cover, man. We got 178 medical staffers, man, down in the Texas hospital walked off, but they say they got suspended for not complying with the vaccine mandate.
And
so
that's a medical staff. So what did that tell you?
They know. I mean, if they told they had to take the shot. So I had heard one of the nurses speak, and she said she was seeing all these cases coming in with the vaccine reactions, allegedly, that they were scared. Why else would they walk off for not complying with a vaccine? Because you seen it firsthand.
Yeah,
but this is not allegedly. You can go on the VAERS site, VAERS, and look at the reactions being reported. It's pages, people.
Whistleblowers.
It's pages of they have to report their reaction, like say anything happened, they got to report it to the site, and that way they compile and keep.
Why would you want to get the shots and you hearing all these complaints about your same patients? The patients is coming back in with these adverse reactions.
They coming in with shit like this. We got another picture.
CDC.
CDC says vaccine links to heart problems stronger than previously thought, and we got the other one with CDC having an emergency meeting on the 18th about the side effects. So I'm quite sure the nurses that's walking off at the hospital is seeing this shit firsthand.
Yeah, they don't want it. They don't want
both of these pictures that we showing right now, and this is real shit. CDC says vaccine links to heart problems is stronger than what you mean stronger? So y'all,
why aren't they pushing that narrative out there as far as what that is going?
Nah, that's gonna fuck up a lot of
money.
That's gonna fuck up a lot of It's you don't hear about all that.
And CDC having an emergency meeting on June 18th. I'm quite sure the people watching didn't even know about this shit. Some probably did.
I would be scared if I got, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, come on now.
Some people, they said, got the first dose but don't want to get the second. So you got all kind of situations. So they're not fully vaxxed. Then you got all these stores like Target and Chipotle Meyer
promoting it, gift cards.
No, they saying
free
that
incentives.
you can come in if you're fully vaxxed. You don't gotta wear a mask, but ain't nobody approaching you in that bitch in America. We in America.
Well,
Motherfuckers gonna be pissed off, Mark.
July
I was just
1st.
coming from damn, where was I coming at? Oh, from Brittany's service, right?
Right.
Okay.
And right outside of the funeral home, there was a church across the street, and in the church parking lot, they had a tent set up,
Right.
having people get in the line to go and get vaccinated. If they
So
have
now
it.
you don't believe in Jesus.
Exactly.
They getting the churches. Trust me, some of these churches is getting
exactly.
money kickbacks and all that. Come on, yo. So now it ain't about Jesus. Do you know in Brazil they covered up the Jesus, the famous Jesus that sit on the top that do this or that mountain? They covered it up with a vaccine thing saying need to get vaccinated. So no longer trust in Jesus.
Yeah.
Trust in the vax.
They covered
Don't
it
get your
with a
mind
billboard or
tricked,
something. What
man.
they
Some shit like they covered it with
Covered up. They want to
covered
see
up
it.
and say with a vaccination sign. They say need vax or some shit in Brazil. Look it up. They covered Jesus up with a vaccination sign saying go get your vaccine.
What is that statue called? Jesus the something? What is
It's a
it?
famous Jesus that was put at the top. That was when
But it's called something.
it's called something.
Yeah, I can't forget.
But it's the famous Jesus in Brazil. We always see it too when they had the Olympics and shit. Is on top and a man doing like this,
Yeah,
spread
I
out.
know,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That was But anyway, they didn't cover Jesus up, man, with a sign for the vaccine. So you see why now churches
this
got
shit coming
vaccines marked in their
Free
parking
clinics,
lot.
yeah.
Christ the Redeemer. That's the
Free.
Okay, Christ the Redeemer,
Free clinics.
and they come with a
Step
free
on
clinic
up, get vaccinated.
at church instead of telling you, look, man, we need to sit back and look at this shit. Do you think some of these mosques is promoting that? Have you seen the vaccine spot in the mosque? I don't think so in Dearborn. Maybe, I don't know. I might be wrong.
I haven't seen it.
I need to do my research. Maybe I need to
haven't
roll
seen
up to some of the mosques and see if these tents is outside these mosques because they hip.
it. I haven't seen it. I ain't gonna lie to you, Judah.
You ain't seen none at the mosque.
I rode through there, man. Yeah, man. Southwest,
Ain't
4th
none at the
Street,
mosque.
yeah, Heights. Oh no, I don't see it out. Not promoting it like
We
they
do.
promote it for our people. You know what I'm saying? So it's out there heavenly. So you can easily get tricked into doing something that you really don't want to do until afterwards you hear about it and you be like, oh my God.
Go on
I
the
don't-
VARS site.
Yeah, I don't did this. I don't make
VAERS. Go on the VARS and type in the reaction. I think it's what was
Side
it?
effects.
Side effects or what's the what one word, man? Hold up.
Adverse.
Adverse. Yeah, the adverse reactions.
Check that out because that's what you don't hear about.
And look at the pages and pages being reported. Menstrual cycles lasting 2 weeks, allegedly. You got herpes on the neck, rashes that won't go away, allegedly. You got severe headaches for weeks. I was just reading all kind of shit.
Blood clots.
Blood clots in the
Number
legs
one, yeah.
and in the lungs.
Information.
It's
Yeah.
gonna fuck you all up, man.
Right. The J&J, the J&J, and so shit. The Pfizer, I think the Pfizer and the Moderna. This is me allegedly.
They coming
I
back
think they're a
out.
little bit watered down.
They coming back
The
out.
J&J was strong.
They had all three versions of the test there on location where I was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they had the J&J, the
Yeah,
Moderna.
Then they say
So you
you
can
got-
just walk up like a dispensary. Man, give me that. Can you mix the J&J with the Moderna?
Now they pushing us. They
Niggas
pushing
like
it
this.
hard now because the vials they about to expire.
The vials, huh?
Yeah, so they want everybody to hurry
No,
up.
no, my man
they
Biden
expire,
said he
bro.
gonna dump some of the vials. He's giving them to Africa. He gonna get them the expired vials,
right.
just relabeled. For real, I can't make this shit up. Look it up. Biden donate. They went to the what was it, the G7
Gonna ship these off.
and said we gonna donate because you said I didn't know they was expiring. He said we gonna
Expired.
donate millions of vials to Africa. So they gonna relabel them bitches and ship them off.
Ship them off, man.
So they gonna not only be deadly, they gonna be expired.
Dirty motherfucker.
All right, so we got the first video. We gotta get into these videos, man. That way we prove the truth. Cause you know how some of y'all niggas is, man. Man, come on, man. Where the footage? Man, I ain't see that. No, you gonna see this.
Bam.
Fire Fauci Act submitted to Congress. Yes, I think that was yesterday, to fire Fauci and kick his payment, his salary down to 0.000000. That means nothing. And I think Fauci will still work the job.
Oh, flipping, huh?
Or he might get a YouTube site still telling niggas to wear tissue on their nose, man, and go out. That'll stop.
See, they love Fauci, man. So
Fauci was the one to tell you don't fuck. If you fuck, wear a mask.
Yeah, they love Fauci.
And you stay with this motherfucker, or you see this all the time. Wear a mask if you're having sexual relations. You know what I'm saying? Wear a mask because that will help stop the spread.
But when you go outside and go to the stores, you don't have to wear a mask.
If you wear roller skates,
only when you in your house,
right? Look, if you wear roller skates with tissue on your nose, that can stop the spread. Allegedly, I'm just talking shit. So I don't want to get no violation. They say he lying. So let's play this video, man. We got the Fire Fauci Act. Congress is trying to submit this legislative, man, to knock my man Fauci down.
Flipping Fauci.
To sponsor the Fire Fauci Act, and I'm grateful to my colleagues here for co-sponsoring this bill because the American people deserve answers. The Fire Fauci Act will bring Dr. Fauci's salary down to zero and also will require the Senate to confirm someone to fill his position. You see, Dr. Fauci was not elected by the American people. He was not chosen to guide our economy. He was not chosen to rule over parents and their children's education. But yet, Dr. Fauci very much controlled our lives for the past year. Dr. Fauci, there is a lot of information that needs to come out on him. And as you all have seen with the emails that came out, that he owes the American people a lot of answers, but he also owes the world a lot of answers. These are emails that are very important that you all need to make sure that you're sharing with the public because the public has suffered greatly. Businesses have closed, small businesses have suffered. People have truly been depressed, health consequences. People have died alone in hospitals and nursing homes. Children's education has been delayed by a year. And then we even witness suicide numbers going up, not in just adults, but young people, people in college, children in high school, children in middle school, and even younger. This isn't how our country was set up, and this is not how people should be governed. But yet it's Dr. Fauci, and through his advice that constantly changed, that is how things happened. You see, there's a lot of evidence, and answers need to be found, and answers need to be given. And the American people deserve the answers, and accountability should be held for Dr. Fauci and all of those involved. And if American tax dollars went to the Wuhan lab and indeed funded this virus, which it's very clearly coming out that this is very much a man-made virus in a lab that has sickened the world and caused people to die. You see, people are really tired of there never being anyone held accountable, never anyone being fired. And that's why it's time to fire Dr. Anthony Fauci and give answers to the American people who, I mind you, this is the government that should be serving them, not the other way around.
Thank you, Marjorie. I was honored to be Marjorie's first co-sponsor on this bill because I've said for over a year that Dr. Fauci needs fired. I realized this the first time he joined us on a conference call, and there were questions he couldn't answer and wasn't even concerned about answering. Like, when would we open the government back up, or the government and all the private businesses? When would we open it back up? What were going to be the qualifications for that, since he was going around to every state saying shut it all down? The other question he never answered, still hasn't answered, is what are the bad health effects from the shutdowns? You need to take a whole of health approach to the response to this virus, and he never did that. He's a political scientist. He is not a scientist. He's a political scientist. He has admitted, and it's hard to believe, but he's admitted that he fudged his own answers about what level would constitute herd immunity. He said, well, I didn't think the public was ready for that number, so I gave them a different number, and now I'm going to give a different number. And never in between there did the science change. So we need to fire Fauci. We need to do the investigation of the National Institute of Allergies and Infectious Diseases. And my hat is off to Ron DeSantis, who saw through this fraud early on. Florida chose freedom over Fauci. Governor DeSantis banned Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx from coming to Florida and speaking to the government employees there and giving the imprimatur of the federal government to force these private businesses and schools to close.
Yeah, Governor DeSantis, that's Florida, y'all. In case y'all don't know. He banned Fauci for even coming. He had his own summit with medical doctors, scientists, and everything. That's why he opened it up. Like, man, this is some bullshit. The PCR test was fraud. The motherfucker that created the shit ended up dying mysteriously. He said it himself that you can turn it up and turn it down, whatever the fuck you want. We reported they was testing fruit with the test, but it was testing leopards and shit. Testing deaths and shit.
Florida over Fauci.
They test the worm. This is real
they
shit.
They got all kinds of names.
And the worm came up with the COVID.
Yeah, they got all kinds of names for Fauci, man.
So it was all fraud. And so even DeSantis, the governor of Florida, said he even
He's a
threatened.
goddamn liar.
He threatened the fucking cruise ships. Like, oh, you gonna mandate that people? Where's the number one port? Is in Miami. Then you ain't gonna sell out this bitch. We run the ports. And so they gave up Royal Caribbean. Like, you know what? Don't nobody got to come, man. Really, I was just fucking around.
Man. Yeah, he lying like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, so flipping Fauci, man, he just got us in some shit. Like he said, I want to come with the numbers one day. You know what I'm going to start calling
numbers
Fauci?
Is false.
What they called the lottery man back in the day.
Who you talking about? Number man?
The number man. We're going to start calling him the number man.
The number man. Yeah. Hey, come over with some shit, huh? Nigga, that one a lottery number, man. Give my money back. Nah, I told that's what it was, man.
We're going to start calling Fauci the number man. Because that's what he is. Just making numbers up and shit. And his own shit. Like, we knew what the number was, but you tried to say it was 867? Nigga, you give me my, like you said, give me my motherfucking money back. Flipping. That nigga wouldn't even be trusted in the hood as a hustler.
What I said, man.
Mark? Would Fauci be trusted as a hustler in the city of Detroit?
876, man. Not 867.
He lying on everything, man. About how much when the work coming through. He lying about everything. Yeah, I wouldn't even trust him. He might set you up. He the feds.
Here come that old lying ass nigga right now. That's how niggas be like, oh shit, here he come, man. You ain't believe nothing he say, man, right?
No shit from that nigga. I caught no shit from that nigga.
Nah, he gonna say he got that fire.
He said he got the prices. He might give you 3 ounces instead of 4, man. He said he
got them Reggies, man. Got them Reggies.
Said he got the Sunshine Haze. Nigga got Reggies.
He got the Reggies. They ain't the real cushy.
Hell no, man. Fuck with him. Oh man, so let's roll through it, man. We got another pick. We got the Great Reset makes the Time magazine cover. So, well, we've been talking about
that, man. We've been on that
with Klaus Schwab.
We've been on that, man.
So we not lying when we come with this shit. The Great Reset.
If you look at that picture, man, that's on the Time magazine. You can see it's like a construction site.
Right.
Look around, everybody. You see a lot
of construction going on. They want to reconstruct this bitch.
Look at your own cities and neighborhoods. You see a lot of construction going on. Been going on for the last couple of months.
That means you ain't a part of this shit. We're going to reconstruct this shit and have you a part of the plan.
Wake up, y'all. Look what's going on. We've been talking about this.
Man, let's get into some more shit. Bill Gates grows potatoes and vegetables, in which is sold at his McDonald's, which he's the majority stockholder. People don't even know Bill Gates owned McDonald's and Starbucks.
He getting paid off potatoes.
He owned the most farmland in America, I think.
French fries.
They said you could see, and look this up, people. You can see Bill Gates' farmland in Washington from space. That's how much land he owned. Or during the pandemic, he bought up a lot of this shit. So they printed all this money. May seem like, the criminals is stealing it, but who really getting all the money and buying up the shit with the inflation?
Big Gates, man. Big Gates, man, getting that money, man.
Your boy got land. I think he bought up a third of an island in Hawaii. Mark Zuckerberg, Kauai. Look that up. He bought up like damn near almost a third of land, man.
Them boys getting money, man.
In Kauai.
When you didn't think about it. Getting paid off potatoes.
While we sitting back
Fries.
thinking everybody doing PPE loans and all that shit and stealing, like the niggas is stealing it and the Americans is stealing it. No. We reported the last time that half the damn unemployment money is going out of town. They catching goddamn unemployment cards in Nigeria and China. Like, who's sending this shit out there?
Say all you gotta do is call Marvin.
Right. And that shit, they sending your card out to Lagos, nigga, Nigeria.
Everybody call it Marvin.
All right, so we got another video of the lady, Mark. We got the Brent Park in New York, which always been a free event. Had the orchestra every year.
Yeah, just show up, pull up, get your little.
You can't.
just
You
have a
got to
good
show
time,
your
man.
vaccination card.
Oh, come on now.
So it's like I think it's a little short video to where the lady roll up like, damn, and it's a free park. So could this be
The new wave, the new era.
to where motherfuckers got to stop us from free shit?
Okay, so you can't go inside unless you're vaccinated to go to the public lawn. It's Bryant Park, so it is public space. Philharmonic Orchestra is putting on a free event to the public, but if you are not vaccinated, you can't go in to enjoy the concert.
Hi. What's the rule? If you
So
have
going-
the vaccination, you can enter. It is probably over in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, so you have to be vaccinated in order to go into the lawn, to the public lawn?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Become a very complex thing. Are there COVID lies that need to be unpacked?
There was an email sent to you from an executive at EcoHealth Alliance, and this is one of the companies that funded some of the research at the Wuhan lab. And this email thanked you for basically saying you believed that the origins of the coronavirus were natural.
We've already discovered that a theory that it came from a lab has gone from being banned on Facebook. We had a video demonetized for precisely that reason. And the relationships between big pharma and media, their big advertising spenders, probably prevents truth ever being correctly conveyed. Let's have a look at where we are now with coronavirus, our social political narratives, and are we being lied to on an enormous scale? If they're lying about this, what else are they lying about?
Theory that a virus leaked from the lab in Wuhan was once very much on the fringe of science, but it's now, certainly in the US, being seen as a mainstream possible explanation for the pandemic.
How I see that is not that it sort of moved from the fringes into the mainstream. I feel like it was initially quashed and denied, primarily because it positioned science awkwardly.
Okay, so you can't go inside unless you're vaccinated to go to the public lawn.
So you see the lies, you see people talking about it, and having their points on it. You know what I'm saying? And you see now in New York at Brent Park, you can't go
Unless you're vaccinated.
Oh, that's because of Fauci. It all trickled down. All because his decisions and shit. For real.
Yeah, that's.
And Bill Gates. And you see what Bill Gates got. He got the farmland, selling it back to you through McDonald's fries.
Yeah.
He just going to grow a bunch of potatoes because the kids like the potatoes. But really, what's in them potatoes now that Bill is growing them bitches?
They sell over $1 billion a day.
Right.
Mickey D's.
Y'all didn't know that. So you got your
$1
kids
billion
saying,
a day,
man, they fries is extra
Their fries
tasty.
good, man.
But Bill Gates, he hitting you with the fries and you didn't even know. You didn't even know it.
Selling them sacks.
Sacks of fries.
Sacks of fries, boy.
Right.
The McDonald's packs.
Shit, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But you got to get, like I say, man, I see it going on like New York, you got the baseball games.
Yeah, New York is with Como.
You got to be vaccinated.
They got to get rid of Como.
Stadiums.
See, Michigan, I don't think we wouldn't allow that. But see, what a lot of
Certain
things
concerts.
is hampered, I think, in New York City, they the Rockefeller laws, they deprive from like guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like in New York, the gun laws is real strict.
Strict down there.
Yeah, and versus up north.
I mean, a lot of
New York.
it's a lot
It's
of shit
different from
gonna
New York
change down
City.
there. It's probably still the same.
So people can't really rise up. Versus if you see Michigan, we was the first, I think, state to storm the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Didn't we start that
with
shit?
the AR.
I ain't say us, but I'm talking about.
Yeah, Michigan was the first state that had the Capitol breached.
Yeah,
breached,
that was
right?
crazy.
And they surrounded her house. So, you see why our governor really ain't too much nothing up. She just, but versus you got Como, which they ain't storming shit.
Nah.
So that's the difference. They say that, we reported on Michigan militia and all that shit. They heavy. They come out of here. Funded by, allegedly,
they showing up.
Not the Davos groups, the DeVosses.
They showing up.
Amway. Them type of people.
They tried this kidnap shit, man. That shit was crazy.
Right.
But yeah, we was the first to storm it, though, man.
Yeah, Michigan. Coming with the ARs.
They were scared,
ARs.
man. Yeah, they were scared.
They
went to her house, too.
Yeah, they went to her house.
Governor house,
babies,
man.
she's hiding in that bitch. And then the
kidnapping.
The boat people told on her from trying to get the boat down. Now the airplane people told on her. Like, you flew out this bitch, and then you had everybody on lock. So, I'm saying, our governor really looking kind of, I don't know, I'm going to see, Chief Craig is running. So you got just two people that ain't did shit. To me, that's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You got two people that really ain't did shit trying to tell me they going to win it. So who in the fuck else we going to vote for? Kanye going to run as governor?
Man,
maybe Big Sean. Big Sean going to run. I'll vote for Big Sean.
It's up in the air right now, man. It's a big election coming up. You're right, man. So we got some choices to make. Who we gonna keep in office? Who we gonna get up out of there?
Right.
Got the police chief interim. I think he trying to shut down the drag racing and all the chaos.
Yeah, but shit, they took a nigga Ferrari or whatever Lambo, and then you ain't taking my two Lambos.
Wasn't he a YouTuber or something?
He went and got his shit back. Matter of fact, they handed his shit back.
Yeah, two of them, didn't he?
Right, bro. You seen that shit? They handed his shit back, man. Mezzo. They said they gonna report we confiscating his car. Nigga, you can't just be
talking about he couldn't get his car back.
Yeah, man. You can't be taking people's cars and then try to take it to the police, man, and put it on y'all shit, man. Give me my shit back. I'm suing the city. So my man, once he started talking like that, they gave him his shit back with no ticket.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I think he was like, I want to say he was renting out the luxury car. So you can't just be taking people luxury cars because this nigga that I rented it out to. You don't do that shit to budget. You don't do that shit to enterprise.
Whatever go down in that motherfucker.
They get their shit back, right?
Get my shit back. Charge whoever was in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't take my car, man.
Yeah, you can't just.
This ain't got nothing to do with that.
It ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Give me my shit back. Who the fuck you talking to? And they learn. This is in Detroit, y'all. So we got another story, man. We got a Carol Bird. She's a succession planner. A succession planner is a person that pretty much like the HR person, but she has a company that runs for several oil companies and all that finds employees and also replace them for like the retirees. Like this person gonna retire in 1-2 years. You gotta have a plan for this. So when big companies got like this, they look to a person like this to find them replacements so they shit don't stop running. You know what I'm saying? The shit continuously flow. Yeah. Like I want to know who the retirees, who on medical,
human resources.
Yeah, but she's called a succession planner, Carol Bird. So what she came up with, she dropped a video. She said, "Look, I work for I started this company to where I find workers and employees for these top companies, and they telling me, look, you got a new project. I want you to check off whoever got the vaccine." Now this is allegedly, but she's saying it's not allegedly because she's saying this shit. And you can look her up. Her name Carol Bird, and she's saying that they told her to check off all employees that got the vaccine because we're looking to replace them at 3 years. We got to because we got to keep it going. You got oil people and all that. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the employees. You don't got time to transfer in 3 years.
Now that's deep right there. That's deep.
To computers and all that drill in or motherfuckers that handle certain shit in these companies. These companies don't really operate. They years away from this shit to where they can't transfer in 3 years.
The amount of time that it would take you to train
right
equipment still would be.
So we need to be training motherfuckers now because we're looking that these motherfuckers, we ain't gonna need them in 3 years because they gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's basically saying shit. Y'all ass up out of here. We gotta we want to replace y'all before the 3 years.
Y'all can look her up. Carol Bird, she does like Mobil, Exxon, all type of Canadian drilling, Texas
that's
drilling
crazy,
companies.
man.
She find the replacements and all this and figure out the plans for these companies so this shit can continuously
going.
roll.
It's millions of dollars.
Like
billions of dollars in that
Chrysler
shit, yeah.
or Ford we want to know who's retiring this year. How many motherfuckers retiring this year? Okay, we don't got time to worry about that, so we hire a motherfucker to figure all the numbers out.
Yeah, that's how you got.
Here we go with
That's
the number
business.
man. The
That's
number
business.
man.
That's
You know
big
what I'm
business.
saying?
That's big business.
That's business. But this
Business,
lady,
man.
she's a part of one of the companies, and she's looking at this. She said this is disturbing because she got to check off her job now, not just to find them, but to find the employees who got the vaccine. Let's roll this right quick. It's fucked up, yo.
Working in the gas and oil and recruitment sector. And to this day, I am running a global gas and oil recruitment firm. And the reason that this is important is because of what I am seeing as an executive in this industry happening right now as a result of the COVID vaccines. And it's something called succession planning. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. But basically what it is companies need to plan for what's going to happen as their staff move on. Rather, they move up the line, they retire, so on and so forth. And succession planning is something that I help companies with professionally by offering them recruitment services. So they'll come to me and say, hey, we're going to need 100 guys to, staff this rig, so on and so forth. And so we'll provide them that service. Well, what's really interesting, what's happening right now, and it's actually mortifying, not just interesting, is that executives are having their HR staff and their managers, superintendents, foremen, so on and so forth, go through and look at the staff that have received the vaccines, and they're planning to have to replace them all within the next 3 years. What does that say to you? This is something that's, it's got some of these guys literally in tears as they're going through the company and literally checking off all of these individuals that have taken the vaccine, knowing that most likely in the next 3 years, they're going to have to plan to replace that person. What does that say to you? And this is a really big thing in the industry that I'm in, and a lot of talk going on around this at the moment, because these massive companies, massive gas and oil companies, are looking to have to replace thousands of personnel, and I'm in that line of work that does the staffing for these large gas and oil companies, and they're pretty petrified as for what's going to happen to their staff, but also their businesses, because they project that they're going to lose, roughly half of their personnel. Working in the gas and oil and recruitment sector. And to this day, I am running a global gas and oil recruitment firm. And the reason that this is...
So what you think about that, Mezzo?
Man, that is crazy, man. Same time, it's scary, man, because a lot of the people they basically speaking on is the elder people. People with seniority at the jobs.
Right.
So, if you knock them out within a couple of years, they lose all their benefits. They lose all they you know what I'm saying? Everything they work for. Yeah, everything they work for.
But hold up, wait up. How can a job get out of the contracts?
Or what?
Of getting rid of the people.
Kill you.
No, they signed that to take the shot. You got to sign paperwork.
Oh, yeah,
so we can argue about that. Look, here go the paperwork. It's all about the paperwork. You sign an experimental paperwork. So therefore, we can't give you the job health care no more. And shit, we got to get rid of you because we can't have that around.
Yeah. So
you signed that.
Yeah. And a lot of these people, like I say, is people that been on a job
it's
for
allegedly,
a long time.
Yo. And this is sad. You got to break this shit to you, yo.
You got 20, 30, 15, 20, 30 years on the job. They targeting you. They already know we got to replace you.
And it's not some of that. Some of the young people that took the shot, that ran and took the shot, they got to just pick them and just replace them.
They're replacing them. They worry about it's bigger money in line than just people just starting off.
Right. They in the union Well, how the union going to back them up? The union can't back them up because you broke all rules by signing experimental paperwork.
Yeah, that's the generation they want to take out first. So shit, man, watch out, y'all. All this shit is coming out.
My God, yo.
That shit is coming out week by week.
I can't
We telling
believe
you,
this shit, yo.
It's rolling out real fast.
And we talked about like the insurance companies, how they gonna get out the bills, how they gonna get out the contracts with people that got all this life insurance without paying them and covering them because you signed the experimental page or the contract that they had you sign, and they scared you. So who you gonna blame though?
What you gonna
who
do?
Would they blame?
What
though?
you gonna do after that?
You can only blame yourself. And the people who didn't take the shots gonna be like, we told you so. So shit. It's gonna be like you said, the I Am Legend shit. People running, and then we gonna be like, man, hell no, your ass. And then people, who knows, they gonna be committing suicide. They're gonna be stressed,
trying to get in. They trying to get in.
Damn.
They scared. Who they gonna run to? Family first. You might have to lock the door, man. You might have to be like, who was that outside? Oh no, you took that. You can't get in right now. I got babies, kids. I got a whole another. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to protect the family.
Shedding.
Yeah.
So, man, let's move on. We got the ATL Freaknik returns.
Oh shit. Where Luke at? Welcome Luke at? I know Luke showing up.
I think they bringing back Adina Howard gonna be there. Paul Wall, and some other motherfuckers, man. What do you think about
everybody? That? Atlanta, you know, everybody gonna be in that.
Ain't that what CDC at? CDC is in Atlanta, right?
You know, they ain't never give a fuck about the coronavirus any old way.
So we got.
You know what they ain't give a fuck about is black people.
Yeah, you know, I ain't give a fuck. But
Project Pat gonna be there.
Yeah, they kept everything open any old way.
And what I think is in October 8th to the 10th. I'm not saying nothing can happen, but what I'm saying is just before the pandemic moment to where now we're getting back into the flu season in October, and so could they blame this event on a rise of the new COVID? You know what I'm saying? What was you talking about, man? Mark, what's gonna be called? Because you got the AIDS and all that shit. The AVID. Or some shit. The AVID. This the AIDS and the COVID or some shit. Or could they create and put out a new sexual virus during that time? Because during the Freaknik years, AIDS supposedly populated during that gonorrhea, herpes, the whole nine.
And you know what?
During that time. During the Freaknik years of what, the 90s, the early 90s, all the way up to what I want to say 97, some shit like that.
So the Gay Pride Festival runs straight into the Freaknik.
Do it.
It's the week before. So you gotta think. You got all that traffic. You got all that. It's gonna be a clash of the. It's just gonna be. It's a whole. It's Freaknik. You heard what it is.
You know they just made Juneteenth a national holiday,
right?
So now that's giving all giving the opportunity for a bunch of business owners that don't look like us to capitalize off of something that's ours once again. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen. It made it big to the point now where now our shit is bootleg. You know, our Juneteenth t-shirts. Now we got to go to, Walmart and get them.
Right.
So.
Okay, so what do you about to? We got the one video, man, that's coming up. Before we roll this video, Detroit reparations for black residents only is being into the legislative, man, into the city council. And then not only is this dude doing it, I think one of the city council's member has something wrote up. Yeah. But he want to pull
sign that one
from the marijuana that's coming into the city, that's being spent in the city, money that's being spent.
Yeah, coming.
So we can pull from that. But what do you think about? Because I know this is going to be a topic. What about the rest of the citizens, like the Chaldeans that's still in Detroit, or the Mexicans or the Latinos that's in Southwest and all that? I mean, they're going to cry foul.
They're going to cry foul, but, you know what I'm saying, this is our city, you know what I'm saying? We predominantly, you know what I'm saying, African-American, black.
Right.
Detroit is like, what, 80%?
And how much would it be the check per month per person, you think? What, 300, 600, 800 per person?
I mean, give us something, man, because like I said, a lot of people, they use the city of Detroit to come in and open up businesses, and they get free loans, they get benefits that the average people that we, our ancestors, our aunties, grandmas, and, mothers grew up in here, we still fighting to get, you know what I'm saying, a little piece of land. When they just come in and get everything for free, and they just take advantage of it.
Right.
Because a lot of the weed spots, the dispensaries that are in the city,
we got the most in the world.
Yeah.
I think in the world,
And
Mark, we got the most dispensaries.
The most dispensaries in the world.
And they
Craig?
come here. They come
I think
here.
so. More because Amsterdam used to lead, and they only
so
had.
We need to get a piece
like
of
12.
that money. We need to get a piece of that money.
You know, you can count more than 12.
Oh man, we got the most in the world.
Just on 8 Mile between Gratiot and Greenfield.
So we could be getting big checks if that money is diverted that's supposed to come in into the.
Give it back to the city.
Okay,
man.
so what about if we take that money then to educate? Something got to go down.
Son, look at our schools. Look at our parks. Where's all that money going to? Look at around the city, man. I mean, please let us get some of that money so we can beautify our own neighborhood.
So we looking about $600 a month per person.
Yeah,
man.
because we're not seeing that money. But at least
I'm
if
just
you give it to
speculating. It can be more than less.
Yeah, give it to the residents so they can build their houses up. They can get, you know what I'm saying, the landscape on the yards. They can buy land. They can do something for the community instead of we just giving all the money to the people they don't even live in the city of Detroit. I hate to say it.
So they're gonna be mad. You already know the other cities gonna be looking like, why they getting a check?
Everybody come past 8.
All I can say is go to your city council and get your shit done.
See what you can do, man. Yeah.
White lives can matter. Indian lives can matter. Chaldean lives can matter.
Yeah, we gotta
you can
deal
just go to the damn city council and get yours approved.
We dealing with.
I mean, ain't that how it work, Mark?
Yeah, it's got to, man.
So let's roll the video.
Past 3 or 4 weeks, the deadline is tomorrow.
How many signatures are needed to get this on the ballot?
It's a little bit more than 3,600 signatures.
And where are we at now?
We're close to 4,000.
And come November, Detroiters may vote on whether the city provides reparations to its African American residents.
It's the biggest, blackest city, but you still see an economic divide, a gap that is significant, and it has not been quelled.
Attorney Todd Perkins is part of a grassroots effort that would allow Detroit voters to change the city's charter, giving the people the right to pass legislation to earmark city funds. He says it would be a game changer for Detroit, in which 30% of its residents live below the poverty line.
It's also a very symbolic thing. There's an acknowledgement. Everybody can acknowledge slavery is wrong. And everybody can say, I'm sorry. But words mean action.
Ideally, where would this money come from?
Well, ideally, the money would come from marijuana revenue. You know, as much as people may have been against recreational marijuana in the city of Detroit, there's now going to be revenue that's generated from that. There's going to be revenue that's returned to the city from the state, and we would like to capture that money. Right now, it hasn't been allocated.
There's been a big push for reparations in Detroit. The city's charter commission proposal calls for a task force on the issue. Council President Pro Tem Mary Sheffield is tweaking a resolution on reparations that will come to a vote on Tuesday. Perkins says if the petition drive is successful and the issue ends up on the ballot, it could draw more Detroiters to the polls in November when they vote to keep or replace Mayor Mike Duggan and city council members.
I think it'll increase voter turnout. It'll increase, it may even increase a divide. But even with the divide, look what we had. We had one of the greatest turnouts last November because of the divide that we saw in this country. And that's a good thing.
All right, the city clerk's office will have to review those signatures to make sure that enough of them are valid for this effort to be on the ballot. In the meantime, Council President Pro Tem Mary Sheffield, she plans on holding a press conference on Friday on her resolution for reparations here in the city. You, Taryn?
Any idea how many Detroiters are behind these efforts?
Well, generally speaking, many of them are. The state's Democratic Party's Black Caucus commissioned a survey, a poll of 400 Detroiters talking about reparations, and found that about 65% of them either support or lean towards supporting reparations in some form or fashion.
Sounds like an issue for Let It Rip. All right, Randy, thank you.
So all I can say is, shit, if you start hitting your city councils up and start getting these signatures and shit, and start putting them through your city council. So I wouldn't complain, because I already know we're gonna have some other cities complaining like, how are they getting it? Go, just like I said, go around to your people, get your signatures out.
Power to vote, man. Yeah, everybody got to vote, man.
Don't get mad because we got the most marijuana motherfucking dispensaries and shit, and we gonna pull from that shit.
We voted for it, didn't we?
Right. Now,
so
you already know, so we're gonna have to promote that heavy.
Yeah,
if you don't show up to the polls, shit, you stupid.
Yeah, we voted for it, so why not?
Let's get this money.
Get that money, man. All you gotta do is sign for it. Hey, check that box. Let's
Right.
get it, man.
So man, damn, man, what do you feel about that shit, Mark?
Man, that's a great idea. You know, it's just about how they route the money to. You know what I'm saying? Distributing the money to the citizens evenly, I guess, would be my biggest thing. You know what I mean?
How you gonna do it, right?
How would you distribute the money? You know what I mean?
Evenly.
It's good that it's coming from where it's coming from.
Kids should get extra.
We
Kids should get
put
extra.
enough into that industry here in the city. We put enough industry, so it should come back.
And we're the biggest supporters.
And
right.
We're the biggest supporter. Even and none of them are owned by people that look like us. Can we add
that's
that?
what I was saying.
I think we only got about 3 or 4, probably a handful, maybe. You know, legally. I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
something.
I mean, right.
Right.
We once started it.
Yeah, we started this shit.
We started the spots. You know, so come on now.
Started the spots.
What they say.
You know what they do? They whitewash.
Yeah,
take over
this is
everything.
about to say it. Once
Like
they
you
get it
said,
started,
Juneteenth and all that. They
once
take
they get over it,
they want to take
it's
the
a
spot.
Yeah, they're gonna make the red, black, and green. They're gonna change that to a rainbow flag.
Hell no.
You know
Juneteenth Day.
Hey, you know,
they got Tupac. I seen Tupac. The people who run Tupac shit allegedly is some white people that's running Tupac.com or whatever. His merchandise is sold. They had a rainbow.
Rest
Tupac
in peace, Tupac. His birthday was
shirt.
yesterday, man. June 16th.
Do you think he would have wore that?
Rest in peace, Tupac. Birthday.
That's like, you know what I'm saying, we
Yesterday.
die or some shit. Later on, they just come with it, you know what I'm saying, with the Judah Woke Ace fucking rainbow flag shirt, man. You know what I'm saying?
Rainbow.
Oh, hell no.
With My Little Pony on it, like you know.
Nah, they ain't got Tupac like that.
The T Mizzle, you know what I'm saying?
The rainbow shirt on with the rainbow shirt.
Yeah, you think he'd approve of that?
Oh man, no.
And so you know, what I'm saying I mean, it's each his own.
I mean, you know, man. Now everything acceptable now. They do what they want to do now, man.
Well, let's show this last video, man. We got the let's talk about this before this pop. We got the Ocean City, Maryland police kneeling on a black teen and beating some up for just vaping at the beach. Vaping. What do you feel about that, man? Hey, Mark, vaping.
Man.
And the way, look, we got Brock, my man. Before you show this, my man Brock Lesnar. Go ahead.
You can't do anything while you're black in America.
No, you can't, man.
You can't sleep while
you're
black.
vaping.
You can't
do
vape
nothing
while
like
black.
that.
You can't eat while black. You can't drive while black.
Can't smoke weed
you can't
while
walk
black.
while black.
Especially if you're young. If you're young and black,
And you know what's
you can't do it.
What's the problem? The news
can't
even
do
see
it,
they
man.
like, damn, you gotta do all that. Yeah, these is niggas. That's how they do it. You know what I'm
Yeah, how they
saying? Look
do
how
it,
we
man.
live in America, man, people. So some of my foreigners that may watch this, yo, look how we live.
I mean,
And you always saying that it's free, but shit, other teenagers can vape all like that at the beaches and shit. How is that shit getting into the water?
See, we got they got to make a example out of.
And you don't know
of
where
black.
this video was.
Yeah, they got to make an example out of black. He might be the only black kid on the beach.
No, it was a
Vaping.
few in Maryland. You know, we talking about Maryland. Maryland is heavy with black people. I think they got one of the most
I mean, shit, Baltimore. Come on now.
blackest suburbs, richest suburbs in the nation.
Yeah, they probably smoking weed, not vaping on the beach. He probably just
mean-
stood out.
Yeah, but I think they might be medical. It might be medical there. You outside.
Supposed to be smoking weed, boy, not vaping. You looking odd out here. You looking suspicious.
Stupid.
So let's look at this, man. And peace, man. We got Lars Sosa in the building, man. He running for mayor, man. So
What's up? We got to get him in here.
Where at? What city?
Man,
what state?
This is Detroit right here.
Detroit?
Detroit, yeah. My man Lars Sosa, man. Peace to Lars Sosa. He in the building right now,
Let's
yo.
get him out there, man. Let's get the campaign going.
Check this video.
Let's check this video out, yo.
Video of an incident involving Ocean City police kneeing a man while arresting him is going viral. WMAR 2 News' Mark Roper is live this morning here in Television Park with the details. Mark, what do we know about this incident?
Good morning, Aaron. This happened 8:30 Saturday night on the Ocean City boardwalk, and police say it was at that point that officers approached a large group who were vaping on the boardwalk, and part of what happened next was caught on video, although we do want to warn you that that video is disturbing for some people to watch. Now, you can see officers kneeing a man while he's on the ground, and in the video, you can hear police tell the man to give them his hands, then tell the man he's resisting. You can also hear the man say he's not resisting and ask why he's being arrested. That's when one of the officers repeatedly knees him 5 times. Now, police say the encounter began after officers approached the group about vaping in an area of the boardwalk where smoking and vaping is not allowed. As the group walked away, officers reportedly saw a man start vaping again. And according to police, he refused to provide his ID and became disorderly. When they tried to place him under arrest, they say he resisted. 3 others were charged for interfering with the arrest, one of whom police say picked up a police bike and attempted to throw it at a public safety aide. All 4 men are from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and are between the ages of 18 and 19. They're all released after seeing a court commissioner, and an Ocean City deputy communications manager had this to say in response to the incident. Now, we are aware of the social media videos circulating regarding this incident. Our officers are permitted to use force per their training to overcome exhibited resistance. All uses of force go through a detailed review process. And although the press release from the Ocean City Police doesn't mention it, there is another video that was posted on Twitter. This one's showing a young man being tased by Ocean City Police, and the person who posted it says that that person also was approached by police for vaping. Reporting live on television.
What anarchy they bring. They've even infected our slaves. If you're human enough to have gods, remember, they are the gods of your owner.
I bought your humanity, Bilal, when I bought you. You will be corrected.
Abu Bakr will pay 100 dinar for this slave.
Wait now. It's against our social order to sell a slave during his correction?
The offer is to Lord Umayyah. 200.
If the price of slaves is raised, we shall have to bathe ourselves next year.
Take him. He's no use to me anymore. Kill him or take him. I'm finished with him.
We are declaring ourselves. God has told his messenger to declare Islam to all men.
Open the windows. Let the world hear.
We are coming out of the darkness. Hear well the word of God. Hear well the messenger of God. There are no other gods but God, and Muhammad is his messenger. There are no other gods but God, and Muhammad is his messenger.
Video of an incident involving Ocean City Police kneeing a man while arresting him is going.
Man, you know, when we figure out how to edit this shit, we put all kind of shit at the end.
Yeah, that was deep right there, man.
But you know what I'm saying? It's some real shit, man. My man, Brock Lesnar, you see they had the cop like Brock Lesnar, man, stumping a teen down for vaping at the beach. Then my man, the other teen, like, fuck you. I'm vaping again, so they tased him.
Whole ruckus,
just black people, though. I guarantee you white people walking through the beach in the sand vaping. And what type of cop is you at the beach scoping some vaping shit out?
Nothing to do, man.
Oh, vaping. My man vaping. Running up on him.
What is it? Ocean City? Ocean Beach?
Yeah, man. Ocean City, man.
So
in
yeah,
Maryland,
I know the name just sound crazy.
Maryland, man. You know, we got to.
So you know they watching everything like that.
Peace to my man Marty, man. We got Marty in the building. Let's say we got Lars Sosa, man, running for mayor. That's my boy right there. Vote for Lars Sosa. And so we got Desmond Wyatt up in the building, man.
Thanks for checking us out, y'all. Thanks
you
for
already
checking
know
us out.
Chantel Salter in the building. You already know. So,
yep. Keep tuning in, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I got some books, man, before we get up out of here. Message to the Black Man.
Ooh.
Elijah Muhammad, man. This is another one y'all get. Get them on eBay, Amazon, while y'all
That's my
can get
boy
them.
right there, Elijah Muhammad. He a bad motherfucker right there.
You know, Message to the Black Man.
He's still out here doing his thing, y'all.
And another one, Nancy Eisenberg right here. White Trash.
Damn.
I ain't up on this. It shows the class of how white people came over here as slaves. And how it gets deep, you know, fast forward to some of the future in the 50s, 60s, how they was giving loans purposely to start the suburbs.
White trash on their ass.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we got the Moorish cookbooks.
Yeah, I'm still on that oxtail recipe, man. I still ain't made it past that page yet.
Man, oxtail.
Yeah,
so what we got? The bud of the week.
You got the bud of the week, man. We got that good core. That's that Lil Wayne shit right there, man.
Right.
You know that shit is Shit's some fire, man. That's all I can say about that. It's pretty smelly.
Lil Weezy got his own bud.
Tropical mints. It's called tropical mints.
Right.
And you know, when you I asked you when I first purchased it, they gave out the virtual ticket to the concert.
Oh yeah, I got a virtual ticket. Yeah, you got one too?
The concert coming up.
Yeah, I got the virtual concert and shit. We gonna we need to throw a party and shit. See the Lil Weezy gonna have some other people on there.
August, yo.
I think he ain't gonna be in Detroit. That's some shit.
Yeah, it's going down. So you know, check them out, man.
Lil Weezy virtual concert and he's gonna be in D or some shit.
So you know how that shit gonna be. You got a lot of Lil Wayne fans here. You know, Hot Boys, Juvie, Manny Fresh. You know, back in the day, shit kind of shit.
Man, Marty McFly chiming in. Marty McFly, we got chiming in. 7 Mile Brethren, you already know.
Oh, that's what's up. Represent.
So, you know what I'm saying? We come with the truth, man. So, every week, we like to drop them dimes, man. So, anything else, man, well, pretty much it. Mark?
Shit, I ain't got nothing. I'm shit. Thanks for coming out. God bless you guys. Good night.
Man, that's what it is.
Right. So we'll see y'all next week. We coming
y'all.
with that truth. I'm Judo Woke Ace.
T Mizzle, man. You
we got
already
Mark
know.
7 Mile. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Holla.
Tune in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.